What's up, everybody? Bonnet Brigade. I guess I'll take this off. This morning time, I haven't even. Uh, that's about the most of what I do to my hair in the morning. Anyway, so this video, I know the light is kind of crazy, y'all. I'm just kind of like sitting in the sun. It's kind of cool this morning. But I wanted to get on here and talk to y'all right quick because Starduster requested that I do a video about my hair. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I'm not doing a video of me doing my hair. It's ridiculous and it's tedious, and you know what? A shout out to those who do hair videos, because setting up the camera and the lighting, and oh my God, it's like you have to be in Hollywood or something. Anybody knows me knows that's not me at all. I'm a real simple kind of girl. So, but what I will do is I will talk about what I actually do to my hair and, stuff like that. And if this is a video that you could care less about, feel free to just, exit now. Because I can tell you it won't be no gardening in this video. But rest assured, my channel is not going to turn into a hair channel. I'm not ever going to do a hair channel that I can think of. It's just, But, so, anyway, I've been natural for, I don't know, 7-8 years, something like that. It's been a long time. Let me think. It's been at least 8 years, maybe 7.5. I know it's been more than 7 though. So, at first I had no intention of going natural. Anybody that knows me from before I went natural knows that my hair was straight and long. I was relaxed for years and years. I think I got my first relaxer when I was like in junior high, I think. Yeah, I think I was in 8th grade. So, so I had been relaxed since junior high all the way through college. I did not go natural until after college. I didn't anticipate on going natural. The problem I was having with being relaxed is length retention. Basically, I was relaxing my hair every couple of months. Well, every month, every couple of months, not every month. I was relaxing my hair every couple of months. I would relax anywhere from 1 inch to 1.5 inches of new growth in that time period, and my hair wasn't getting any longer. Like, it was staying exactly where it was. My hair was down to my bra strap in the back. That's how long it was. But it wouldn't get any longer. And eventually I just started researching, and I'm like, oh, so length retention, that's what I'm having a problem with. Basically, the ends are snapping off. And what I decided to do at first was I was like, okay, I'm just going to stretch my relaxers. That's what I'll do. Meaning, instead of every 2 months getting a relaxer, I was going to get a relaxer every 4 to 6 months, something like that. That's what I intended on doing at first. So I went 2 months, and I still was flat ironing my hair. I still was wearing it straight. But I would just flat iron the new growth. So, and also something else that I was doing was I was being a lot more diligent about moisturizing my hair. And I'm going to be honest, for everybody, relaxed, natural, whatever, moisturizing your hair, that's probably where you're going wrong at the most. Black women tend to run from water when it comes to your hair, but your hair needs water. It needs moisture. It needs all of that stuff. But I'll get into that later. So I started being more diligent about moisturizing my hair, conditioning it, things of that nature. I went 3 or 4 months without a relaxer, and nobody could tell that I hadn't been relaxing. I was still flat ironing the new growth, but nobody could tell that I hadn't been relaxing. And what I noticed is when my hair was more moisturized, it tended not to revert back to its curly state as fast. Or, like you go out on a humid day and your hair goes from being bone straight to an afro. That's how mine was. But it was just simply a lack of moisture. So when I did that, but then I started to see how Let's see. I started to notice that my hair wasn't as, I noticed that a lot of people have this thing where they're like, oh, my hair is, I can't be natural. My hair is too nappy. It's too this, it's too that. There's no way I could. I think a lot of people say that, and to be real with you, they've been relaxing so long, they don't even remember what their real hair texture is. For instance, I know people that their mother started relaxing their hair when they were 6 years old. See, I got my hair relaxed when I was in 8th grade. I was like 13 or 14. I can remember what my texture was. If your parents or whoever started relaxing your hair when you were 6, 7, 8, you probably, and you're now 56, you probably don't remember what your texture is like. You probably can't even fathom it. You just assume that it's, and I caution people to stop assuming the worst about yourself. Stop assuming that, oh, your hair is the nappiest hair on the face of the earth, or that it's the kinkiest, or that it's no way that don't put those kind of limits on yourself. I was the same way. I thought my hair was the same way. I was like, man, there's no way. But when I started seeing what my new growth was really like, and I'm going to caution you, give your new growth, if you're relaxed, give your new growth 2 months to grow out. Because you're going to have what you call scab hair. That hair is absolutely freaking pointless. And I could get really geeky into the science of it all and tell you why that hair does what it does. But scab hair is basically, there's a little bit of a transition between because let's be real, relaxers damage your hair. That's how they straighten it. If you want to try to debate that, you're debating a moot topic. The relaxer takes the protein molecules in your hair and it snaps the bonds. So that's how it works. It's damaging your hair. Point blank period. Now, can you be somewhat healthy and be relaxed? Yeah, your hair can be fairly healthy. Is it going to be as healthiest? No, not relaxed. No, it can't be. Because you've already damaged the very molecules that make up the protein in your hair. So it can't be the healthiest. Can it be somewhat healthy? Yes, it can. So, once that protein molecule has been damaged to then take some of the curl out and make it straighter, you have a transition point where the damaged hair is, growing out of your scalp. Because that lie does penetrate your scalp some. Please don't think that it don't. That it does. It penetrates. That lie goes down into your pores. Don't think that it don't. It goes right down into your skin. So, for those that think, oh, the lie don't hurt. No, yeah, it do. But so what I'm saying is the hair that's even beneath your skin is affected as well. So that has to grow out some. And then you'll get to a point where, and I'll be honest, the way mine was, it looked like Z's. It wouldn't even curl. It was just like Z's. Like, you could just tell it was damaged. You could tell by the feel of it. It felt terrible. But then once that part grew out and my regular texture grew in that had not been affected by relaxer at all, I saw how pretty it was. And I was like, oh, wow, this is more manageable than I thought. Oh, this is dope. So once I got to that point, I really started rethinking things. And I still was flat ironing my hair. I still was wearing it straight. I got to thinking, okay, well, maybe I can just do without relaxing it. And I was going to intend on still wearing it straight. I don't know. I still was just in this thing where I had been wearing my hair straight for so long. I just had got so used to wearing it straight, I guess. So that's what I, figured that I was going to do. Well, I just kept going and kept going. And I think about 4 or 5 months had gone by. And I was going to relax it. And I couldn't do it. I was like, nah. So I said, well, I wanted to go somewhere. And I said, well, how am I going to style my hair? Because I had 2 textures. I had the relaxed texture and then my texture. Well, I did Bantu knots. They looked okay. And long story short, I was like, okay, I'm going to transition. I'm just going to do this natural thing. Y'all, the transition didn't even last a month. Because fighting with them 2 textures, I had one texture that was weaker than the other texture, one texture that looked prettier than the other texture. My natural texture looked prettier than that scraggly, relaxed crap that had been damaged and was no longer really curling. Because y'all know how relaxed hair look. Even when you wet it, it'll try to curl, but not really. And when you got this texture up against another texture that's like kind of stringy, yeah, no, didn't like it. So I cut all the relaxed part off. And I think my hair at that point was maybe like 3 or 4 inches long. That's if I stretched it out curly. Now, curled up, it was shrunk down pretty small. But and so that's just kind of how my journey into going natural. Now, don't get me wrong, y'all. I did a lot of research, a lot of research, watching a lot of YouTube videos, getting well versed on products, well versed on all that different kind of stuff. Really finding products that work for me. Now, the look that I have now, I wear twists most of the time. Why do I wear twists most of the time? My hair is really, really thick. If you can't tell, that right there is just one section of my hair. See what I'm saying? And that's probably 20 something twists. And y'all see, I didn't even grab like an eighth of my hair. So my hair is super thick. Shout out to my dad's side of the family. His side of the family is the one with the really thick hair. My mom's hair was curly, but it wasn't thick like this. My mom had a little bit looser texture, but not as thick. But anyway, so the first product that I found that worked really well. First of all, let me start out with the basic stuff. Shampoo and conditioner. Those are your basic products. Me personally, my products don't have to be like organic and all that. But I don't use, I used to use, for instance, I used to use Aussie for conditioner. Aussie, the purple, the deep moisture, whatever the moisture one is. I think it's deep, it's some moisture, 3-in-1, whatever. I used to use that. I don't use products like that anymore. I feel like you get what you pay for. Do they work well? Yes. That Aussie has great slip. You can detangle with it wonderfully. But the ingredients, I just really didn't care for the ingredients. Now what I use is Giovanni. And generally, I go get Giovanni from TJ Maxx. You can get a big bottle. I think it's either 24 or 32 ounces. It's a pump bottle. You can get that for like $10. And you get a lot. It has great slip. I like the ingredients. It's not a bunch of stuff that you can't pronounce. They're cruelty free. I don't like supporting companies that test on animals. It's another reason that I don't use a lot of the stuff that you just find on the show. They test on animals too much, y'all. I can't where y'all breed these animals to just like put human cosmetics on them. That's their whole life, and then y'all kill them. I can't with that, y'all. I'm sorry. It's too much for me. So you won't ever really catch me promoting any products. If I know that they company test on animals, I'm not buying it. And that's point blank, period. I don't care if Jesus made it. I'm not buying it. So that's the number one conditioner that I use is Giovanni. But if you need something cheap, go get some, what's that, herbal essences, the cheap stuff. That stuff, it's got good slip to it, but, it's just, I find that, yeah, it's $2 or $3, but in one session of me conditioning, I go through a whole bottle. Whereas the Giovanni, I can go get it for $10 at TJ Maxx or Marshall's, Ross, any of them places like that. You can even buy it on Amazon. And I get a bunch of uses out of it. It's a pump bottle, super easy to use. It just works really well. As far as shampoo, the brands that I like to use are Deep Steep. I like Deep Steep. I like the ingredients. Once again, I like ingredients where there's a lot of, like the first ingredient is usually water because your hair needs moisture. Water. My hair don't like glycerin. If it's got glycerin in it, I generally will not use a product with glycerin. I find that glycerin actually makes my hair kind of like frizzy or puffy, and I don't like it. My hair don't like it. So yeah, I stay away from products with glycerin. I like products that got water, a lot of coconut oils, a lot of shea butters and oils, avocado oils. If it's got any of that type of stuff in it, I'm down. I don't use a ton of products with silicone. I don't think that silicone is the devil. I think silicone has its place. I just don't use a lot of products that have silicone because I found products that don't have silicone in them that work really well for me. So yeah, I use, as far as a shampoo, I just try to use like I said, Deep Steep. I'll use Shea Moisture shampoo. Only thing about Shea Moisture shampoo is bang for your buck. I get a better bang for my buck if I go get $4 worth of Deep Steep at TJ Maxx versus a $10. I mean, yeah, you can get Shea Moisture on sale, etc. You can do those things, but I just find I get better bang for my buck using other shampoos. I'm trying to think of another shampoo that I was using. I've used Giovanni shampoo, um, stuff like that. To be honest with you, I don't use shampoo a ton. I like cleansing conditioners a little bit better. One brand that I swear by that I found maybe like uh, 4 years ago. It's called Ren Pure. And by the way, I'll put the spelling and the links and stuff in the description box. Ren Pure is a brand that I love. I love their black label stuff. I use the curl defining cream to get these twists. And when I do a twist out on these, the twist out is gorgeous. Y'all probably seen videos where I've done a twist out before. The twist out look better than a twist to me. But as far as their products, they have curl defining cream. I love the style with that. Their cleansing conditioners are great. They have a lot of coconut oil in them, and because they have a coconut cream, whipped coconut leave-in conditioner. I'm sorry, and they have like coconut cream cleansing conditioner, or they have shampoos as well. I use Ren Pure shampoos. So really, if you just want to stick with one brand, Ren Pure is the brand, man. They have great products. Even their bath and body products are good. I've started using their charcoal, coconut and charcoal body wash, which is it smells good, it feels good, it's cleansing, it's got activated charcoal in it, it's got their shower gel is the only shower gel that's not, because usually I buy soaps, handmade soaps from people like that make soap. That's usually what, but their body wash is really good. That's probably the only commercial body wash that I'll buy. But yeah, so that's the brand that I use a lot. Now, to get these twists, I'm going to tell you what you got to do. And I'm going to tell you, if you don't do it the way I say do it, you're not going to get the results that I get. People always ask me, how do I get such hang time? And which, don't get me wrong, y'all, my hair is a lot longer than it looks. Shrinkage is real. Don't think that, oh, my hair just, my hair is a lot longer than you think. So, you're going to get shrinkage, but you can get some, look at them grays. You can get some pretty good hang time if you do your twist right. What do you need? A Denman brush, a real one. Look at my Chrissy running over here. Hey, Chrissy. Hey, baby. You coming to talk to the people for a little bit? Huh? You gonna come talk to the people for a little bit? Y'all, look who I got. Look, oh, he's running. Look who it is. He won't behave. Okay. Oh, there he is. Look at him. Okay. He don't stick around long. He's camera shy. But anyway, so to get these twists, first what you need a Denman brush. Get the real deal. Don't get that cheap goodie brush or whatever. You need a Denman brush. I'll put the link in the description. That's what you're going to need. Number 2, your hair has to be soaking wet when you do this. Soaking wet. Not damp, not moist. It has to be soaking wet. What I usually do is I will, if I'm going to use shampoo, I'll shampoo my hair. But if I'm going to use a cleansing conditioner, which is what I use 80% of the time, cleanse your hair first. Rinse all that out. Put in your conditioner. You want a conditioner with good slip. Do not skimp on the conditioner. Put it in there. Like I see people, they want to use a dime size. No. You need a lot. You need for your hair to be slippery so that when you get ready to detangle, the tangles slip out instead of ripping out. You do not want to rip at your hair. You're breaking it. If you hear any, you're doing it wrong. Period. Point blank period. So yeah, what you want to do is you want to get your hair full of conditioner, detangle it as best you can. Me personally, I use one or two methods. I use my fingers to detangle because I can feel and I can easily work the tangles out. And I also will use a wooden comb. If you don't have a wooden comb, like a wide tooth wooden comb, please get one. They work so much better than plastic. You wouldn't think that it would make that big of a difference, but it do. Plastic builds up static friction when you drag it through your hair, and that static friction actually adds to tangling and causing the hair to have more static and wrap around itself. A wood comb won't do that. So once my hair is fully detangled, I rinse out all the conditioner, and then at that point, that's when I go to style. So once I'm ready to style, I'll get my Denman brush, and I use the Ren Pure Curl Defining Cream. It's in a jar, a 12-ounce jar, black with a pink writing and a ring around it. So, and like I said, links in the description. Y'all go down in the description, you'll see the spelling of everything I'm talking about in the links. So what I do is, I usually start at the back. It don't matter where you start. You can start anywhere, but I start at the back. I start at the back. I take a small section. My hair is still dripping wet. I do not towel dry it. I don't do nothing. You need it wet. You want to take your curl defining cream. You want to put some on that section. Then you want to take that Denman brush and you want to brush that section. What this Denman brush is going to do, it's going to do a final detangle. And that Denman brush will line your curls up like nothing else under the sun. I'm telling you. You want your, and real talk, a lot of people when they do wash and goes will take the Denman, put the product in, and brush their curls with that Denman brush. It'll line their curls up and they can just leave it like that and let it dry. And your curls will be beautifully clumped, and you'll have beautiful definition just using a Denman brush. You can just do that if you want to do a wash and go. But once I do that Denman brush through there, and you'll see your curls, you'll see them, they'll line up, your hair get real, and by the way, when you put on a product, put it on. Y'all quit with that just a little dab. No, put it on. Put it on. When I run that Denman through there, it actually looks slightly white. Like you can see a little whitish on there. Then what you want to do with that small, because I'll have a small section of about enough to make 3 or 4 twists. Then I'll break it down even further. I'll break off a little section, twist that. Break off a little section, twist. Break off a little section, twist. Twist. Then that whole clump that I brushed with the Denman brush is now twisted. I've done about 3 or 4 twists. Every time I grab a section where I can get roughly 3 or 4 twists out of that section. Rinse, repeat, over and over and over until your whole head is done. I work from the front and come to the back. When I get to the front, I tend to twist these twists in this direction. It really don't matter. When they get to a certain length, they're going to fall how you want them to fall anyway. But you can encourage them to fall a certain way. Like these over here, I twist it in this direction versus twisting them that way. But as you can see, they'll still stay over there because they're a certain length. Now, if they're real short and you want them to lay a certain way, like if you want them all to go back, twist them kind of pulling in a back direction, or twist them pulling to the right or to the left, or however you want them. If you want them all over this way, when you twist them, twist this direction. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the way you can kind of manipulate your hair and get it to do what you want it to do. But I'm telling you, the Denman is what gets you. You see how you can kind of see how the hair is all lined up and it looks clean and it looks neat. That's because of the Denman. If you don't use that Denman, your twist won't look like that. I'm trying to tell you. If you use that fake Denman, they'll be okay. Like Goody makes one. They'll be okay, but they still won't be all the way. It's a reason why that Denman has a patent on it. And nobody else can make their brush exactly like that because of the patent. And they've been patented for over 100 years to my knowledge, because I think that company came out in 1890 something like that. So that's what I do, how to get my twists. Another thing is, if you can't find these products, I'm going to give you some tips on this too. If you want your twists to be able to stay looking like this and not super frizzy and all this kind of stuff, use a product that has a little bit of hold in it. I know a lot of people will use some type of cream and then use a gel. I tried the Eco Styler thing. You get the white balls. I don't like it, blah, blah. But use something that has a hold to it, meaning it has a little bit of a gel-like property to it, because that'll actually help your hair to like stay cohesive and like stuck together. Not a hold that's so hard that it makes your hair crunchy, because my hair is not crunchy at all. I hate that feeling. I don't like the crunchy. I don't do the crunchy thing. I don't like that. But it has enough hold to, even when I do my twist out, it doesn't get super frizzy super fast. You're getting the frizz because your hair doesn't have anything really kind of gluing it together cohesively. Like your curls, like you take the Denman, your curls lined up all nice together in a package. But when it dries, if they don't have anything to keep them, kind of stuck together, if you will, clumped together, you're going to start getting frizz real quick. because your hair is going to rub against itself. Even when you got a bonnet on, the bonnet's rubbing against it. Yeah, it's not cotton, but still it's rubbing up against each other, and your curls, the clumps of curls are becoming undone. So you want to use something with a little bit of hold in it. And like I said, not a hard, crunchy hold. Just a little bit of hold. Ren Pure has a styling jelly that works absolutely great on wash and goes. It'll give you a nice hold, but it's not crunchy. Even their leave-in has a little bit of, I don't know if it's cane sugar. No, it might be aloe juice. Because, you know, you can take aloe juice and make gel out of it. And it'll give you a kind of nice hold. But, yeah, if you, I'm sorry, y'all, somebody walking past me. Oh, okay. But anyway. But yeah, the Ren Pure has a leave-in conditioner, a whipped coconut leave-in conditioner. That's what I use to moisturize my twists. Sometimes I do it every day if my hair feels dry, but usually I do it every other day. That's how often I re-moisturize my twists. But I use their leave-in conditioner for that. And like I said, even though it's twisted, you want to make sure you moisturize it. I do wash these twists. You can wash them just like as if you was washing braids, what have you. So, because I do leave my twists up for, about a month. I've left them up for 3 months before, but I won't do that again. Because I was almost locked by the end of that process. I'm kidding, but no, the detangling was ridiculous. But yeah, I'll leave my twists up for a month and a half. So, yeah. But 26 minutes, this video is way too long. If you got any questions, leave them in the comment section. I'll get back to you. Thanks so much for watching and tuning in. I really appreciate y'all, and I promise, after this, we're going back to the gardening. So, until next time, man, I'll see you guys later.